Hello, Shaker Heights Red Raider varsity hockey fans, and welcome back to the Slater Family Ice Arena for the fourth and final game of your Red Raider run in the Jamie Ruffner Memorial Tournament. Shaker enters into this one 0-3, coming off of two losses yesterday and a loss Friday night. The first game they lost to Olentangy, and that is who they are up against once again today. They have also lost yesterday at noon against Bowling Green, and last night at 6:30 against Findlay. Now, that game against Findlay was definitely competitive. However, it was a 3-0 score, coming with an empty net goal. Michael Better got the start in between the pipes yesterday on the road against Findlay, and he looked a lot more confident. And that's exactly what he was going for. Heading into that game, he told me he needed to play his best game as a Red Raider on the road in Findlay. But unfortunately, the offense just could not produce, and Shaker came away with, once again, another loss. So Shaker lost that one 3-0, scoreless against Findlay. They lost against Bowling Green 6-1, and they lost to the Olentangy Braves 5-2. And once again, we are up against the Braves once again today. The Braves here today in their white look with the blue and yellow accents. Your Red Raiders getting their warm-ups in their all-red look. They are the away team, seeing as how they are the one team that is yet to win a game. The other teams in this tournament, Bowling Green, of course, the hosts of the tournament, Findlay, University School, and Villanova Windsor. And there's a bit of a circle of who beat who. It was Villanova who beat Findlay. Findlay beat US, but US beat Villanova. So it will be Findlay and Villanova going to the championship game at 1 p.m. and Bowling Green and US are going to face off at 11 a.m. But we are here for the 9 a.m. puck drop. Shaker looking for their first goal in a minute. They scored only one against Bowling Green, only two against these Braves. And I believe it's going to be Nico Daenerys getting the start in the crease here today. He had that start against Bowling Green where he let in 6. And we will see if he can clean up that performance, get some redemption going. Hopefully the Red Raiders can produce some offense as well to back him up. And Shaker Heights comes out of their huddle around their own net. Nico Daenerys going to stay in the crease, but his team disperses. 5 will remain out there. It's going to be we get the first line of defense sticking the same. It's going to be Quentin Garnett and Cole Richard. That first line of offense going to be Colin Arth, Will Brokaw, and Sammy Gerber. It's going to be Connor Mayhew starting on the bench. It's a rare occurrence to see him not taking the opening draw. Normally it's Will Brokaw as the right winger and Connor Mayhew in at the center position, but here it's going to be Will Brokaw in at center, Colin Arth replacing Mayhew. The man set to take the opening draw against Brokaw. It's going to be Ben Dorbish. Keep in mind there's 3 different Dorbishes on this Olentangy roster. So it's Ben Dorbish taking the draw. Alex Dorbish and Drew Dorbish may be mentioned as well throughout the broadcast. I believe it's Drew Dorbish getting the start in the crease today for Olentangy. So Shaker wins the draw, and we are off. And that pass won't connect, but Will Brokaw will get the puck back on his stick. He'll lead it forward into the corner to the left of the Olentangy goaltender. Here's a shot from Richard, looking for a tip out in front. Nothing doing. Will Brokaw takes it back along the blue line. Poke checked away from, but still Will Brokaw sticking with it. Will Brokaw is the so far proved to be the best on the team in keeping the puck on his stick, which has seemed to be an issue for these Red Raiders in this Bowling Green tournament. Here, number 20 trying to work around Quentin Garnett. Garnett throws him to the ice. And now he will clear and hop off for a change. And Connor Mayhew prematurely takes it into the offensive zone. Sammy Gerber still in the zone, and that's going to be an offsides. Face-off going to be outside the blue line. Face-off upcoming.
First shot always came 5 minutes in, so if I could get in the first minutes to get
Only a minute expired off of this first period. The first line now of offense. Joey Moore, Ryan Lenahan, and Connor Mayhew, the defensive pair, Ian Hunter and Jonathan Kalergis. Here's a rush. Levens tries a cross-ice pass. It won't connect. It'll go all the way to the boards on that left side. Up to 23. Back to Levens. Looking for a shot. A good spin move around Moore. But eventually he cannot get through Connor Mayhew, and he'll take the rush the other way. He's with Joey Moore. Connor Mayhew slowed down. Here's a pass to Ryan Lenahan in the slot. That won't work. That shot blocked. Now it's going to be Hunter trying a shot, and it's once again blocked by a Brave in the lane. Olentangy having a dump and line change. Shaker going to get some line changes as well. And now we got a whole new set of 5. For now, it's Braden White and Ben Costa, the defensive pair. The forward trio, Kiltz, Rich, and Salmon in the corner. Wrapped around the boards. Kiltz can't do much with it. So it'll be Braden White joining the play, and Rich. Pass up to Salmon. Salmon going to skate it out, but he loses the puck between his skates. Shaker could use an offensive attack early in this one. They need the momentum coming off of 3 rough losses to begin this tournament. And now it's all the way over to Salmon. Salmon trying to clear, he cannot. It's number 43 keeping it inside the point. Trying a shot, it's blocked by some red jerseys out in front in the lane. Will Brokaw back out, he's tripped up, no call. And in the neutral zone, back to Olentangy, 43. Looking for a lane to shoot. Braden White interrupting that shooting lane. And he'll keep with him. 43 decides to send it up to Van Riper, number 18, and he'll send it back around those boards. Shaker just looking to clear it out, and eventually they will. Here's a rush, led by Will Brokaw. And a beauty of a move. Here's a shot to Sammy Gerber. Or excuse me, a pass to Sammy Gerber, and he sends it right into the back of the net. Beauty of a move from Will Brokaw. Some flashbacks of Tyler Lensowitz's moves back my freshman year, 2 years ago. And Shaker leading the shot count 3-0 early in this one. And here we go. Shaker up by 1. And that's the very first lead for the Red Raiders this entire tournament. Hopefully Shaker can build upon it. 11:45 left to go in period number 1. Shaker up by 1. Sammy Gerber, the lone man to score, but we can really credit Will Brokaw with setting that one up. Around the boards we go. It's Sammy Gerber in the corner. Arth going to join him. Now Gerber looking for a pass to the slot. But Olentangy's number 2 going to interrupt a pass to Richard in the corner. Looking to the pass once again back to the slot. Nothing doing. And now it's going to escape the zone. Garnett and Brokaw in the neutral zone. Up to Arth. Pass won't connect. So far the passing has been the early issue this season. The pass is just not connecting, but so far Shaker's passes have looked a lot cleaner here this morning. Thank you everyone for tuning in. My name's Vaughn Ullum. Hope you're enjoying this one just as much as I am with that Shaker early goal. Once again, Shaker just getting their first lead of the entire tournament. Hopefully they can hold on to it. Joey Moore creating a breakaway opportunity. Does he have the speed? He'll take a shot. Kick save with the right pad. from Dorbish, the starting goaltender. And Olentangy's going to clear this one out. Great play created by Joey Moore. He just didn't have the speed to create that breakaway chance. But still, Shaker with the momentum early in this one. We've got just over 10 minutes left to go in this first period of action. The forward line, Mayhew, Lenahan, and Moore. Here's a rush by Schlade, looking for a shot out in front of 63. Pass back to the slot, no one home except it's Joey Moore. Cross ice pass, lovely pass from Joey Moore. Lenahan trying to create a chance. He's working against Schlade, number 43, pass to the slot, no one there. But now it's Benincasa keeping it inside the point. Rich goes down to the ice. He's in the middle of the zone. And now a pass all the way up to 63. He's got a breakaway chance. Shot made. And I believe that just went a little bit wide. If not, Daenerys might have gotten a piece of it. Shaker getting a couple changes for the moment. The third line of offense is coming back out. That third defensive pair, or excuse me, Teddy McGinnis is now joining Andy Benincasa to make the defensive pair. In the corner, it's McGinnis and Benincasa pinning the Brave against the boards. And Shaker going to end up clearing it out of the neutral zone. Some cleaner hockey from the Red Raiders early in this one. Typically, it's been a little sloppy over these last 3 games. Shaker looking a lot more collected early in the game. Good pass from Salmon. Cross ice to Lowell Rich. Rich going to dump it in. He'll go behind the net, picked up by a Brave defenseman, and they can't clear it out just yet. Now it's Quentin Garnett working in the corner. Pass to the slot to Kiltz. Won't connect. There's a Brave in the lane. And the Braves are going to take the opportunity to clear it on out to the neutral zone. Garnett back with it. He's the captain, the defenseman. And he's going to clear this one down the ice. Icing waved off. He was in front of the red line of center ice. Sammy Gerber looking to create an offensive chance with his other forwards, Colin Arthur and Will Brokaw. There's a good pass to the slot. There's a shot from Sammy Gerber. Surprised that one got through the traffic, but get through the traffic it did. 8 minutes left to go in period number 1. Sending it around the boards is Cole Richard. Here's a shot from Brokaw. And a good save. Granted, the shot right at the chest of the Olentangy goalies. And Shaker still leading the shot count 6-1. And to compare to our last 2 games, Shaker lost the shot count, or shots on goal, 22-13 advantage Findlay. And in that Bowling Green game, it was 24-12. I mean, Shaker's just looking like a different team here in this first period, and that's what we are enjoying. Here it's Ian Hunter. Sends it off the backhand. Good pass from Ryan Lenahan to create a chance for Connor Mayhew the other way. Here's a shot and a good save from Dorbish. And it's Olentangy back with it the other way. Pass up to 50. 50 back over, cross ice pass. And a big hit from Ian Hunter. And almost a good chance for Olentangy, but the pass just not going to get through. Shaker set up some defensemen in the slot. Trying to pass all the way to Hunter. He's going to try a low percentage shot. Easy save with the pad for the Brave goalie. All the way back to the neutral zone and eventually the Red Raiders zone. It's Braden White with it. Tries to pass up to Salmon. Salmon couldn't receive it cleanly off the boards, and it's going to end up in icing. Shaker looking like a much cleaner team.
Go Shaker!
And as we await a face-off in the Red Raider zone, we would like to tease that we've got a special guest joining us right as we head into the first intermission. And we're going to take a couple minutes to interview him before we head to our break. Lowell Rich on the rush. And he ends up taking a man down, and we'll see. Is this going to be a penalty call? It will be. Bit of a rough call from the Stripes. And they call it a holding.
Terrible!
A bit of a rough call for the Red Raiders, a surprising call at that. The smaller build of Lowell Rich going to serve his time in the sin bin. Now the Braves have an opportunity to tie this one up at 1 apiece. Shaker going to try and hold them off. Shaker, I believe, is yet to give up a power play goal in this tournament. Now, referee waits for the clock to be updated with a 2-minute penalty. And now we get it. And now we play our good old game of ice hockey. Levins working around the net of Nico Daenerys. He'll send it up to Ziliak, number 2. Back to Levins, and now that pass goes awry and out of the zone. Brokaw and Gerber, the 2 forwards, the defensive pair of McGinnis and White, are going to hop off. In replacement, it's Richard, and it is Garnett. Richard behind the net. He bumped off the play. Garnett going to help him out. Trying to clear it. Eventually, it's going to be Brokaw. Brokaw having a great game. Now he's going to hop off. Gerber, the only man still out there of that original 4. Gerber accidentally falls down to the ice and into the corner, taking another man down with him. There is no call. Now here's a good chance. Oh, what a great save from Nico Daenerys. Holy! What a beauty of a save with the left glove. Oh, man. Shaker looking like a great high school hockey team right now. This is incredible. A great bounce-back performance here in this first period compared to the first few games of this tournament. Shaker just looking like a well-rounded hockey team. 5:10 left to go in period number 1. 45 seconds left to go on Lowell Rich's holding penalty. Still a controversial call. The Red Raiders fans were quite distraught with the penalty, and now it looks like we are going to get another penalty call. It's going to be an interference called on number 20. Hitting is a part of the sport, but you can't exactly do it for no reason. And it was up high as well, so they're definitely going to call it. Lucas Robertson going to serve his time in the box as well. We've got 33 seconds of 4-on-4 hockey. Joey Moore going to take the face-off. Unfortunately, it will be won by the men in white and blue. Here a cross-ice pass will not connect. All the way back to the Red Raider zone. Icing waved off. Hunter with it. Clearing it out to the neutral zone. 20 seconds left on Rich's penalty. Van Riper going to dump it in. All the way around the boards. And to the right of Nico Daenerys along the corner. It's going to be Lenahan taking it out. Rich, fresh out of the box. And he's going to join the play immediately. Here's a pass up to Rich. And he turns it over in the neutral zone. Here's a chance for Schlade. Number 23 takes a shot. But a good block of the shot from Jonathan Kalergis, number 21. To get it up and into the netting when we await a face-off on the Red Raiders side of the ice. 4:13 left to go in period number 1. Once again, we're going to have a special guest joining us for a brief little interview before we take a minute for the first intermission. Shaker up by 1. They've got 1 minute and 5 seconds left on their power play time. Here's a rush created by Brokaw. He'll keep it with him around the boards. He's joined by Sammy Gerber. They'll keep it in Red Raider possession. Good teamwork there. Brokaw with it. Along the boards, he's taken down to the ice, no call. Gerber trying a pass over the slot and over to Mayhew. It will not connect. 40 seconds left to go on this penalty. And Mayhew poke checked away from it. Now here's a chance for Schlade the other way. Will he try a shot? He will not. He'll just send this around the boards off the backhand. 21 Dorbish going to get there first. He's the starting center. Now back to Garnett behind the net. And he's going to lead the rush moving forward. in the neutral zone. Puck on his stick. What can he do with it? He'll keep it with him. Now a pass up to the blue line. Can he keep it in? Surprised that wasn't called an offsides. Now we're back the other way, and this will just about kill that penalty from Lucas Robertson on the interference. Kalergis in the Red Raider zone, sending this around the boards, looking to Cole Richard. In the neutral zone, we're back with the men of white and blue and a little bit of yellow. The forward line, Lenahan, Rich, and Kiltz. But now Lenahan going to hop off in replacement. It's going to be Salmon. That third line of offense now out in totality. The third pairing of defense back out in the form of Benincasa and White. Here it's Schlade looking for a shot and a good stick save from Daenerys. Looking for his first win of the season. Here's a shot. And that one low percentage from Braden White. He was out wide up against that goal line. And it will not find the back of the net. Here's a pass to the slot. Once again will not connect. 1:50 left to go as it escapes to the neutral zone. And their pass just not going to work from Braden White. He sends it right into the skate of one of his teammates. It's Olentangy the other way. 100 seconds left to go in this first period of action. Thank you very much for joining us. Shaker's still up by 1. But Shaker would want to build on this. We'll see if they can get any momentum going into the intermission. Once again, we have a brief interview with our special guest up here in the press box. He should be joining us momentarily, so stay tuned. Will Brokaw going to send this one around the boards. Now all the way up, looking for Colin Arth. We haven't seen him in a second. Just over 50 seconds left to go in the first period. Shaker looking for one last rush if they can do it. Here's Will Brokaw looking for a shot. Beauty of a toe drag. Can he work around him effectively? He just cannot get around number 2. Number 2, Sam Ziliak, with some good defensive plays. Here's a pass to Brokaw. And the slot shot made, and that one just tips up and over the net. Good save from the goaltender once again. Actually, I believe it is Landon Ramsier, the goaltender here today. Here's a shot from Sammy Gerber. Once again, he's the lone goal scorer. Looking for a backhand shot, and he'll get his second. And your Red Raiders, with 16 seconds left to go in this first period, are going to double their lead. They're now up 2-0. Shaker looking like a much cleaner team here today. And this is what you'll love to see. My goodness. And now Shaker moving it up once again, looking for a pass in the slot. That won't connect. It's Joey Moore up against the boards. Now Olentangy's got to move the other way. It looks like we have a penalty call. I did believe. And yeah, we do. With 1.4 seconds left to go in period number 1, we'll see who's called. Or it looks like we're not getting any penalty call. Excuse me, thought we had a holding. It's Connor Mayhew taking the draw to the right of the goaltender. Net is empty, trying to get that last attacker out with 1.4 left to go. Both men tied off the draw, and the clock didn't start, but eventually the referee will just blow this one dead. The clock didn't start, but eventually the Red Raiders will get time expired. So Shaker up by a pair as we head into our first intermission. And real quickly, we're going to have our brief interview with our special guest, Colby Mayhew. Here today, we are up in the press box. I'm here with Colby Mayhew. How you doing, man?
I'm doing good. Obviously, Shaker's up, I believe 2-0, but it's a good game so far. So
Yeah, I mean, we're looking like a much better team. I mean, we're up by a pair heading in, and I mean, we're just looking a lot more connected, don't you think?
yeah, we are definitely up winning this game.
So I wanted to talk to you. You wave the flag for the team, and you travel with this team to wave the flag, give them a little bit of momentum. Whenever we score a goal, we can see you down there waving your flag. So I just wanted to ask you a couple questions about that. Firstly, where did you get that flag?
So my dad just I don't know what app he got, but it was just like on this website that you can customize flags, and he got the logo and then Go Raiders on it.
Yeah, I mean, it's a lovely flag. It seems well done. And I mean, your team seems to be very appreciative of it. Have any players come and talk to you about?
Not yet, but I can see some players smiling whenever I wave it around. And during like whistles, sometimes I wave it around just to give our team a little momentum and like wake up.
Is it a little tiring? We can see you, especially in the Rocky River tournament. You were running back and forth over and over, especially especially against Benedictine when we were winning like 8-1. You were running back and forth a lot of times.
I mean, it's tiring, but usually I have a soda or two before, like during the game. So that's mainly what like gets me up and going for the.
So I believe this is just going to be our last question because we got to head to intermission. You see your brothers out here, both Cam and Connor. Are you looking to come out here and be on this stage just like them in high school?
Hopefully, I plan on being the starting goalie because I look up to Cooper Mears from last year. So it's always been my dream to hopefully come out here and be on the show like my brothers are. But I don't believe it's going to happen, but I'm going to keep my head up and keep on going.
Cooper Mears is such an inspiration. We were talking about him before the game, and he was just absolutely incredible, and you can't take him for granted. And yeah, just incredible inspiration. But thank you very much for joining us here in the press box for intermission. This is Colby Mayhew, everyone, our flag waver for the Red Raiders, and that will take us to intermission. Thank you very much for tuning in. My name's Vaughn Ullum. This is Colby Mayhew. Your Red Raiders are up by a pair. Thank you very much. That was fun. And we're back for period 2 of this surprising affair from your Red Raiders. They are up by a pair heading in to the second frame of 15 minutes. And my goodness, they just looked like a different team. Sammy Gerber had 2 goals. And Joey Moore drew a penalty. It's a rare occurrence. Normally he is on the receiving end of the calls from the referee, but this time he's going to draw a cross-checking penalty. Number 21, Ben Dorbish, the one to serve his time in the penalty box. So Shaker going to get their second crack at a power play. So far they are 0 for 1. Granted, both teams are 0 for 1, and here's a chance to perhaps give you a couple of these stats. In that first period, 4-3, Shaker won the face-off count. They also won the shot count 11-5, and the shots on goal count 9-3. I want to keep in mind Nico Daenerys for the moment, holding on to a shutout, and that is credited to that incredible save that he had in that first period. Absolutely incredible, that left glove save. Looking for a tip out in front. Ryan Lenahan, the man to tip it. The man with the blast was Quentin Garnett. Unfortunately, it won't find its way on net. Joey Moore along the boards. He'll send this to Sammy Gerber, just barely keeping it in. Now to Brokaw. Brokaw looking for a lane to shoot. He's got nothing, so he'll look for a pass to Joey Moore. It's just away from his stick. Just enough so that it will result in a turnover to Olentangy, the referee, in the way of that clearing its end. So it'll only escape to the neutral zone. 1 minute, 11 seconds left to go in the penalty. And now Olentangy going to be able to clear it down. Nico Daenerys skating to it behind his net. And now up we go. It's Will Brokaw. Brokaw off the boards. It'll go to Garnett. Garnett going to dump it in, and he'll go off for a change. Changing as well, going to be Sammy Gerber and Quentin Garnett. Shaker seemed to only have 4 men out there for a couple seconds there. 30 seconds to go on Dorbish's penalty. Here we're going to get a face-off as the puck glides over to the goaltender, number 53, Landon Ramsier. Mayhew to take the face-off. To his right, it's Kiltz. To his left, it's Arth. And the 2 defensemen for the moment, Richard and Kalergis. Mayhew going to win this face-off. Richard with a shot, looking for a tip out in front. And it'll end up going offline. And Olentangy's going to get the chance to clear it down. 15 to go. In Dorbish's penalty. Richard going to pass this one up to Mayhew. Mayhew leading the rush. He'll dump it in. To Kiltz, behind the net. Over to Mayhew, looking for a wraparound from behind the net, and it's not going to go the way he wants it to. Olentangy going to clear, and that will kill the rest of that penalty. Olentangy still down by 2 with 12:22 left in the second. Along the boards, Kalergis trying to move it up. He can't do so efficiently. Valentino keeping it in. Number 11 sending it right back around the boards. Now here's a shot, and that one goes wide right. Number 33, Levin's trying to enter into the slot, but it just doesn't work out. Cole Richard off the boards behind the net will get it to Kalergis. Kalergis cross-ice pass looking to Arth. Arth going to touch up and let it glide lazily into the territory of Olentangy as Shaker getting some much-needed changes. Here's Kiltz with a shot. And a good try. For the moment, the forward trio is 4, 5, and 6. Kiltz, Gerber, and Mayhew. It looks like Mayhew going to now hop off. In replacement, it's Will Brokaw. Will Kiltz stick out there? Yes, he will. Gerber will as well. The defensive pair. The defensive pair is going to be Benegasa and White, that pair of juniors. And now here, a turnover that could prove costly as Gerber leading the rush forward. He's got Kiltz to his right. Good shot Does he send it in through the 5-hole? Yes, he does. Ryan Kiltz. What a beauty from Sammy Gerber, and Sammy Gerber gets his 3rd point of the day. 2 goals and 1 assist for Gerber. Kiltz with a beauty of a 5-hole shot. And my goodness, Shaker is just looking really nice. This team is looking really good. They woke up with some kind of momentum, maybe a mindset of, we need this redemption. Here's a chance right here. What a great save with the pad. Shaker creating a ton of chances for themselves. Here's Brokaw with a pass to the slot. And that shot from Benincasa will not work out in succession. Now we get a whistle. And it looks as though we got a penalty on Schlade, number 43. Parker Schlade, not to be confused with number 23, Jacob Schlade. We've got a lot of brothers on the ice for Olentangy. Keep in mind we have all those Dorbishes. Now it's going to be Joey Moore taking the face-off. Shaker with another power play chance to hopefully extend their lead up to 4. My goodness, what a different output of offense as compared to these last couple of games. Here Garnett in between the quarter and the point. Great bin by Brokaw to get it back in Red Raider possession, but now he struggles to keep it as such. And bad pass from Moore. It'll escape to the neutral zone. Garnett skates around with it. Pass up to Gerber. Gerber looking at Lenahan. It's out of his reach, but Joey Moore's going to pick up the trash and lead the rush. Now, here's a pass. Backhand pass to Gerber. Won't get there. Here's a shot from Garnett. Looking for a tip out in front. Lenahan tries a shot. That one just goes wide. Moore goes to the point for Garnett. Now in the slot, it's Gerber. Gerber trying a shot, and he's just going to get pickpocketed, and Olentangy going to clear it down the ice. It's number 9, the man to do it. That's Joey Hauser, or Husser maybe is how you pronounce that. Garnett up to Brokaw. It's out of his reach. Will Olentangy be able to clear it into the Red Raider zone? They will. Now Levens has a chance to make some offensive production of his own, but he's under pressure. Oh my goodness, Levens with a shot, and that'll just creep on by him. Perhaps through the 5-hole, not exactly sure how that got by, but that just glides right out of the crease into the left of that left post. Whew, that was a little scary. And now it's a 2-on-1 rush developing. Richards skating with speed to get back there in time, but here's a shot. What a great save from Daenerys once again. And now it looks like we've got a penalty call. And it's going to be an interference, it looks like. We'll see. It's going to be on Cole Richard. My goodness, what a phenomenal save once again from Daenerys. Having an incredible game in between the pipes. And he must have come out with some incredible momentum as well. But so is this whole entire team. 3-0 is your score. Shaker on top. We're going to get 24 seconds of 4-on-4 ice hockey. And then we're going to get a minute 36 of power play for Olentangy. Now Nico Daenerys seems to be having a little bit of equipment issue. I mean, he did get run into by Cole Richard in that one Brave that collided with him. And now Brokaw sends it up to Mayhew. Mayhew leading the rush by his lonesome. He'll make one man miss him. And now here's a shot in that one, just a bit too elevated and wide. 5 seconds left on the Braves penalty. And now as it's sent back around the boards, it's going to be a penalty kill now for the Raiders. A minute and a half now on Richards' interference penalty. 8:40 left to go in period number 2. Ian Hunter in the neutral zone will pick it up. But eventually it's sent back in by Olentangy. He was outnumbered 2-1. Kalergis dumping this one right down, and a good play by 21, the assistant captain. Now he's going to hop off for a change. Now the defensive pair going to be Benincasa and Quentin Garnett as Hunter hops off as well. Big hit from Brokaw in the neutral zone. Does he have a chance to lead a rush? He does, but instead he'll elect to dump it down. Kiltz and Gerber going to replace Brokaw and Mayhew. Kiltz, the most recent goal scorer for the Raiders, off of that beauty of a pass from Sammy Gerber. Gerber has the other 2 goals as well. 3-point morning game for the captain, number 5. He's been a captain since last year, his junior year. Now here he is as a senior. And a bad pass, or I should say a bad pass reception by Schlade will exit the zone, but now Levens has a chance, and it's just poked away from him, and into the corner it goes. Back to Schlade at the point. Point to point it goes, but no one's at the other point. So now here's a chance. Here it's Richard on the rush. He'll try a shot, and it's blocked, but here he gets it right back. He'll send it into the corner and around the boards. 7 minutes left to go in period number 2. Cross ice pass won't connect. It'll go back to Ian Hunter in the Red Raiders zone to co-defenseman Kalergis. And down the ice. This should be an icing, and we'll get the hand raise and the whistle. And you already know that face-off is upcoming. 6:57 left to go in period number 2. Thank you very, very much for tuning in to a morning game. Here we are, 9 a.m. puck drop. We've got one more game at 11 and one at 1 p.m. And that will wrap up the Bowling Green State University Jamie Ruffner Memorial Tournament. Here's a rush. And on by Joey Moore and Connor Mayhew. But eventually it will disconnect. In the neutral zone, Dorbish. This time it's 34, Alex Dorbish. Around the boards it goes to Joey Moore. Moore looking up the ice to Connor Mayhew. Mayhew and Lenahan working together. And Mayhew can't work it himself against those 2 defensemen. Here's a shot from Hunter all the way from the point. And that found its way on net. Good shot from number 2. But a better save from the man between the pipes. That's still number 53, Landon Ramsey. Just over 6 minutes left to go in this second period of action. Thank you very much for joining us. My name is Vaughn Ullum. We are commentating a lovely morning game here in Bowling Green at the Slater Family Ice Arena. This is Shaker's 3rd game. Here's a pass to the slot. That's a bit dangerous. Or just a quick poke from Nico Daenerys ends that threat and gets it all the way back up to the point. Now it's wrapped around the boards. But as I was saying, Shaker, this is their 3rd game here at the Slater Family Ice Arena. It was only Shaker and Bowling Green that has 3 games here at the Slater Family Ice Arena. The other 4 schools have split their games, 2 at Findlay, 2 here at the Ice Arena. The Cube is where Shaker played yesterday against Findlay, and they have a lovely setup out there in Findlay. It's a very flat drive out to Findlay, but they are clearly dedicated to their hockey. Here's a shot by Van Riper, and it's blocked by Ryan Lenahan. Joey Moore going to try and clear it out. He won't just yet. Or I suppose he cannot just yet. Now Shaker just calling for an ice, but they just can't seem to do so. Shaker needing some much needed changes. Kalergis trying to dump it down. Still unable to. Olentangy with all the momentum at the moment. Here's a pass to the slot, and that won't connect. Now Hunter kicks the puck onto his skate. He'll lead a rush forward. And now he'll dump it down. That's the smart move he needs to get off for the change. Braden White in replacement. We're back to that traditional 3rd forward line of Kiltz, Rich, and Salmon. The defensive makeup McGinnis, and White. Just under 4 minutes left to go in the second period. Shaker still up by 3. Levins working in against Teddy McGinnis. Here's a shot, and it just goes wide. He was working it in off the backhand. He's going to try another shot, and that can't get through the traffic. Set up in front. I believe that hit off of Braden White. Here's another pass to Levins. Working against White. There's nowhere to shoot it. Now back to Levins. Levins is just having a field day out there in the zone. And now he's back with it in the corner. He's going to still skate around with it. Here's a pass to the slot, or I suppose a faulty poke check from the Raiders. We'll get the puck to the slot. Now a shot from the point, I believe tipped by Rich, will go wide. Will it escape the zone? Still not yet. Shaker under fire right now. Here's a shot by Levins, and a good save by Daenerys. He's just going to fall on it. That's the right move. As with just under 3 minutes left to go, Shaker somehow still holding on to a shutout. My goodness. These Braves have been laying it on the Raiders these last couple minutes. And Shaker's defense has stood tall. Everyone take a breather for 1 second, but Olentangy will win the faceoff, and they're going to go back to where they left off. Looking for an offensive attack. That won't work. Here it's Arth, Gerber, and Brokaw on the rush. Arth looking for Gerber. He's already got 2 goals and an assist here today. But the pass won't connect. He's not able to get the hat trick just yet. Looking for the pass to the slot, and Arth bumped off the play. Now here's a rush with number 9. Great move around the defenseman. Great save by Daenerys. Holy cow. What a day for Daenerys. In between those pipes, he is just having a time in the crease. Here's a shot by Arth, and it's blocked out in front. Quentin Garnett going to take a man down. That's number 11, Valentino, and it looks like he's going to get nabbed on a penalty. Here's an attack the other way. Here's a shot. What another save by Daenerys. What is happening? Woo! And now eventually we will get the penalty called on the Raiders, but oh my goodness. If you are a sucker for good goalie saves, you are enjoying this one for Nico Daenerys. Oh, take a breather. 2:02 left to go. Quentin Garnett's penalty is going to take all but 2 seconds from the period. Schlade, the man to take the face-off. Up against Gerber. Gerber going to lose it to Schlade. Schlade, number 43, out there as well. We've got 2 different Schlades. Up to the point. Back into the corner to the left of Daenerys. Back to the point. Point to point it goes. Schlade has a lane to shoot. That one just a bit too elevated. Up and over the bar it goes. Shaker just trying to get it back in their possession and clear it. And here it looks like they're going to have that chance. Brokaw just blocked on the clearing its end. And now Brokaw takes another chance. Great effort from number 13. And he banks it off the glass. And out of the zone it goes. For now, the 2 forwards. Brokaw and Linehan, the defensive pair, Hunter and Kalergis. Schlade at the point, number 43. He's not going to take a shot just yet. He goes point to Ziliak. Ziliak to the corner. It's Levins once again looking for some sort of pass, but nothing's going to get through to the slot. Shaker going to take the opportunity to dump it all the way down. Linehan doesn't need to hop off for a change. He's going to stick out there while his other 3 teammates on the ice are going to get those much-needed changes. Joey Moore, Andy Benincasa, and Cole Richard going to join the play. 30 seconds left to go in the second period. And a good poke check from Benincasa. Moore's going to get the chance to dump it on down. Shaker's just playing some great ice hockey. There's no way of getting around it. 15 seconds left to go in the second frame of the sport. Here it's turned over to Cole Richard. He's going to keep it in the neutral zone. Under 10 seconds left. Here's a chance for Olentangy. Shot, man, it goes wide right. The penalty is killed off. We've got 2 more seconds. Shaker going to dump it down. That will take us to the end of period number 2.
Go, Shaker!
How about these Red Raiders? After these first 3 games, especially losing to Olentangy that first game 5-2, they come out and they have so far put out a dominant performance. Your Red Raiders up by 3. Credit Nico Daenerys making some spectacular saves in the crease. And we'll see if he can hang on to a shutout for 15 more minutes. Not trying to jinx anything, however. We will see. We will head into our second intermission. Thank you very much for tuning in. My name is Vaughn Ullum. Man, we're just commentating some good hockey. We'll be back. And we're back for period number 3. The final period of the Red Raider run in the Jamie Ruffner Memorial Tournament. Shaker up by 3 as we head into the final 15 minutes of Shaker ice hockey here in Bowling Green. And here's a pass, or I suppose a low percentage shot from Sammy Gerber that goes out wide. Sammy Gerber already has 2 goals on the game. He's also got an assist, so credit him with a point for each of the 3 goals for the Raiders. Shaker heading into this period after the first 2 periods, winning the faceoffs 8-6, winning shots 20-16, shots on goal 13-10. The important thing to know, shots on goal decreased from 9-4 compared to the first and second period. Shaker trying to extend their lead to 4. Here Jonathan Kalergis on a quick rush into the Red Raider zone. He's going to get there first. Great hustle from number 21. Here's a low percentage shot. Daenerys going to use the stick and send it up against the boards to his left. Now here's a terrible turnover. Robertson going to take a shot. Rebound, give it up to Levens. And he can't really get any high percentage shot as there are a bunch of Red Raider defensemen in the lanes. 13:41 left to go in this Jamie Ruffner Memorial Tournament for your Raiders. Once again, at 11 o'clock, Bowling Green is going up against University School and the Preppers. At 1, it's going to be the championship game. Finley is taking on Villanova Windsor. Villanova, a team that Shaker has not played at least these last 2 years over the tournament. Olentangy trying to clear it out, and that they will. Once again, something to note, Meadville used to be in Olentangy. Ooh, Nico Daenerys needing to make some quick moves. Daenerys has made some absolutely remarkable saves in the crease today. And if we're shouting out anyone, it's got to be him and it's got to be Sammy Gerber. These two are definitely the 2 MVPs of the game. Here's a shot from the point, and that one goes wide. Olentangy trying to put up their first goal of the game. Daenerys going to lay down on it, hugging that right post. And we are going to get a face-off coming your way. So far, neither team has scored on a power play. Both teams got 2 chances on the power play. That second period, both teams got 1 in the first, and neither team has done a thing with it. Ryan Lenahan taking the face-off to the right of Daenerys. Face-off 1 by the men of white and blue. A shot made from the point, and I believe that tipped off the glove of Daenerys, and it goes wide. Here in the corner, Benincasa pins it up against the board. Shaker struggling to clear it out, and that's exactly how it was at the end of period number 2. Shaker was under fire. Here's a shot that's tipped wide of the net. And back around the boards we go with Benincasa. Benincasa to his co-defenseman Braden White. Braden White to Lenahan. Can Lenahan clear it out? Well, they'll get it to Connor Mayhew. Connor Mayhew's going to lead the rush forward. Here's a shot, and it's whiffed upon. And he'll look for a pass to the slot to Benincasa. Now he's got to rush quickly, as now it's a 3-on-1 for the men of white and blue. Here's a shot, and a good save once again. It's Nico Daenerys, and a big hit laid down from Joey Moore. And now Shaker going to get some line changes. Everyone but Ryan Lenahan going to hop off. Now here's a dump into the Red Raiders zone. Richards going to pick it up in the corner. And the freshman's going to dump it to the neutral zone. Olentangy sends it right back in. 11:44 left to go in period number 3. Shaker up by 3. Here it's Kiltz. Kiltz trying to send it up to Salmons, just out of his reach. And it's dumped back deeper. Oh, my goodness. Into the corner it goes. Richard tries to clear it out, but in doing so, it goes right to Daenerys. Oof. Could have been an own goal scenario. Luckily, that's not the case. 3-0 still our score. Shaker leading in a much different game than what we've seen from the first 3 games. They lost to Olentangy in the first game of the tournament 5-2. And, bad defensive error there by the Red Raiders. Luckily, it doesn't go on net to Daenerys. Here's a pass up to Arth. Arth working it himself. He's under pressure by 63. Here's a pass to the slot and a good shot from Sammy Gerber, but it just goes a little bit wide. Good setup by Brokaw. And that should be an offsides, and it looks like it will be. Garth just a bit too ambitious entering into the zone. And we're going to get a face-off to the left of Daenerys right outside that blue line. The forward line going to be Mayhew, Moore, and Lenahan. The defensive pair going to be Kalergis and Hunter, the 2 assistant captains, making the defensive pair. Kalergis into the corner. And around the boards, tries to send it to Lenahan. Referee in the way, and it takes a rough bounce. Going Olentangy's way. Tipped out in front, and how does Nico make that save? With the left pad once again here, it's going to be off. 10:40 to go in the 3rd period. And once again, it's a rush developing the other way. Pass forward, but good defensive play by Braden White. Can he clear it? Not just yet. His clearing attempt goes right into a man of white and blue. And once again, a little bit of yellow. Here it's with Dorbish. Dorbish, cross-ice feed to the point for 23. He'll take a shot, and it's blocked by Lenahan. And does that go out of play? Looked as though that must have gone out of play. Everyone lost their view on the puck. It was a little bizarre because it didn't seem like it had the depth to go all the way out into the stands, but I suppose it did. So both first lines going to be out now. It's Brokaw taking the face-off, which he will lose. Williams going to send it around the boards for Garnett to try and take. Using the stick. He can't get it out of the corner. Now it's a 2v2. Brokaw and Garnett, the 2 Red Raiders, up against 2 Braves. Now it's Levens. Levens poke checked away from Will. It escaped the zone. Not in the first attempt, but Garnett eventually will get it out to that neutral zone. Now here's a great pass to Arth. Arth can't keep the puck on his stick, but he'll get it back to Sammy Gerber. Sammy Gerber leading the rush by his lonesome. And into the corner now, it looks as though we have got a penalty for a slash. And who will they send to the sin bin? It's going to be number 33, Levens. We have called his name plenty of times. Grant Levens has had some great chances in the offensive zone. Fortunately for him, none of them have found the back of the net. 3-0, still your score. Shaker on top. Lenahan to take the face off. We're waiting for the scoreboard to be updated, and now it is. 2 minutes up for the slashing. Face off. Oh, taken over by Moore as Lenahan's tied up on the draw. Great chance created by Moore, but nothing comes out of it. Here's a shot from Garnett. Looking for a tip out in front was Lenahan, but instead it hits a member of the Olentangy Braves. Lenahan in the corner, back to the point for Garnett. Garnett looking for a lane. He'll take a shot. Trying to tip it is Moore, but instead it goes wide. Brokaw to Gerber. One-time shot, and what a save! Or excuse me, not a save. What a shot is what I mean from Quentin Garnett. Excuse me. Quentin Garnett with an incredible blast, and he will get a goal representative of the defenseman. The defensemen for the Red Raiders have been struggling to get points of their own, but here, Garnett with a great blast from all the way from the blue line. It looked as though the goaltender, Ramsier, was going all the way to that right post, but the shot was all the way to the left post, and just not sure he had a good look on the puck. And when you have a bunch of defensemen right in front of you, and the Red Raiders forwards were in front of him as well, I mean, he couldn't really see much of anything. So again, my apologies on the call. It wasn't a save. It was a great shot, is what I meant to say. So now the 3 goal scorers are going to be Sammy Gerber. He's got 2. And then both Ryan Kiltz and Quentin Garnett have 1. Here it's going to be Lowell Rich once again, his second penalty. A smaller build of Lowell Rich trying to hold on the players for the second time. I do believe it was a holding once again. Excuse me, it was a trip. And now Olentangy has an opportunity. Oh, whiffed shot. Does Shaker have an opportunity to take it the other way? Sammy Gerber can't get around Ziliak. Down the ice it goes. 1:40 left to go on that Lowell Rich tripping penalty. Levins bumped off the play. Brokaw once again just playing an aggressive game of hockey, and that's what you like to see, especially when it's working. It's in the neutral zone with Ziliak. He'll send it over to Schlade, 23. Now to Levins, looking for a shot, and that one just goes wide. Might have hit someone in the lane. Now Lenahan back in the Red Raider zone. He's going to dump it all the way to the neutral zone, past the red line of center ice. Olentangy's Van Riper. Send it to co-defenseman, but it's right back to Van Riper. Number 18, now Levins. Beauty of a cross-ice pass to number 21, Dorbish. Into the corner, it's Richard working on Dorbish. Dorbish can't seem to find a lane to pass. Back up to the point. He'll whiff on a shot. That's 43, Schlade. Now Lenahan going to hold a man up against the boards. Connor Mayhew joins the play and pokes it to the other side of the neutral zone. Shaker might have a chance here. Quentin Garnett on the rush. And he'll take a low percentage shot. Regardless, it was blocked by Van Riper. Less than 20 seconds left to go on Rich's tripping. Back to Mayhew. Mayhew. Poke checked from, and it looks like that puck will fly on in to the Braves bench. Luckily, no one is hurt. Don't you worry. In that first game against Olentangy, we saw almost 2 fans get hit with a puck flying out into the stands. Luckily, they were both okay, but when that hard rubber is flying right at you, it's a bit nerve-wracking. Benincasa trying to clear it out. He's not able to yet. Teddy McGinnis also in on the defensive. Low Rich right out of the box. He's calling for it. Could have had a breakaway chance, but that pass would have been quite difficult to make. And now it's all the way back. Benincasa needs to speed his way there, and he will do just that. Off the back end, he'll send it over into the corner. And corner to corner it goes. McGinnis just going to try to clear this one out. That it will. And we'll get the whistle, the hand raise, and the icing call. So now it'll be that first line of offense. Once again, Arth, Gerber, and Brokaw. Kalergis and Hunter, the defensive pairing. 6:25 left to go in period number 3. Shaker still holding on to a shutout. Daenerys having a great chance between the pipes to really prove himself, especially after that rough go against Bowling Green yesterday at noon. Sammy Gerber looking to a pass for the slot. Colin Arth almost had a chance. Now he's going to try to pass it up to the point to Kalergis. It won't connect, and now we got a 2-on-2 even rush the other way. It's 34, Dorbish takes the shot, and it's blocked by Hunter. Kalergis trying to clear it out. He cannot do just that. 44 keeps it in, and now it'll just get out of the zone. Olentangy going to get a couple of changes themselves. Hunter behind the net, looking for a pass all the way down the ice to Sammy Gerber. Will be off the stick of a Brave. Now a man taken down. No penalty, and Gerber tried to pass it up in front of the net. No one was home. And as Olentangy clears, we're going to get an icing once again. 5:21 left to go in period 3. Shaker up by 4. It's 4-0. The first line of defense is out. The second line of offense is out. Mayhew's going to take the draw. To his right, it's Lenahan. To his left is Moore. Face-off won by Olentangy, but Lenahan going to speed his way there, looking for a pass to the slot. A good pass it was. But unfortunately, it'll find its way on net. And the goaltender, Landon Ramsey, is going to cover it up for a face-off. 5:16 to go in the third. Moore is now going to take the draw, and he will win it. Garnett looking for a shot at the point, and maybe was hoping for a tip, but he didn't get one. It goes wide to the right side. Cross-ice pass to Luckman. It's right off of his skate. And Olentangy has had a lot of struggles clearing it out of their zone, which is progress for the Raiders because they have struggled to keep it in the zone. The offensive zone, that is. Connor Mayhew in the corner, looking for a play. He scans the ice in front of him to Joey Moore, to Ryan Lenahan, and he'll bury it in. Tic-tac-toe we go. Connor Mayhew to Joey Moore, to Ryan Lenahan. And all forwards get a touch on the puck, and Ryan Lenahan going to be the first in line for the fist bumps at the bench. 5-0 is your score. Shaker playing some good hockey. Now it's going to be the third line of offense out. Salmon, Kiltz, and Rich, that forward makeup. The defensive pair you know and love. Oof, excuse me. Hunter and Kalergis out now. Oof, excuse me. Just over 4 minutes left to go in period 3. Now to Rich. Rich moving it forward. He's got 2 penalties on the day, 1 for a hold and 1 for a trick. Kalergis to Salmon. Salmon, poke check. And into the neutral zone. It's anyone's grab. It'll be Olentangy's number 63 to win the rush there. And Daenerys just going to cover this one up. Not a bad idea as we wait for a face-off. Great look for the Red Raiders here today. It's just been all Red Raider momentum. They got that early goal, and since then they've just run away with things. 5-0 is our score. Shaker wins the draw. Benincasa trying to clear it out. Van Riper keeping it in, but eventually, with the help of Sammy Gerber, it will escape to the neutral zone. Olentangy going to send it right back in. Benincasa in the corner. Around the boards we go to Braden White. Braden White misplays it, and it goes to Arth. Arth to Brokaw. Brokaw can't play. Here's a chance, and a good save once more from Daenerys. Kept in at the point. It's Van Riper. He'll take a shot. It'll go wide right. No elevation on the shot. And that shot with the traffic in front, it won't get through. Here's a shot for Van Riper. It'll hit the stick of Sammy Gerber. No secondary chance really giving up. Now Arth trying to clear it out. Shaker once again cannot seem to do so. Here's a chance in the slot. Number 21, Dorbish, was trying to move it forward. But immediately that threat is ended. Here it's Schlade with a shot, and once again it'll go wide. I believe that hit the stick of Garnett out in front of the shot. Lenahan working in the neutral zone. Good moves. He'll get it to Moore. Moore going to dump it into the corner. And eventually, behind the net it goes. Olentangy going to send it to the neutral zone. Richard, cross ice. He'll look to Moore. Moore. Ooh, big lay of the body from Schlade to send Moore down to the ice. Moore back up. Luckily joining that play pretty quickly. Garnett skating around in the Red Raider zone. And it will escape the Red Raider zone just barely, but Olentangy sending it right back in. That's how much these last couple minutes have gone. And oh, rough call. And now a bit of pushing and shoving. And ooh. Brutal call on Joey Moore. And once again, he'll get another penalty. And he has been playing some physical hockey, but at this point,
Coach is asking why he's not calling it.
he is most definitely
They're calling him too.
the penalty minutes leader on this team. Looks like Palmer's going to head to the box as well. We'll see if we get 4-on-4 or 5-on-5. Head coach Matt Bartley fighting for his team. He was really questioning the referees, like, if you're sending my guy in to the sin bin, why are you not sending the other guy? The referees, it's not typically this way, but the referees were just like, yeah, maybe you're right.
They might give Joey the extra, like, innocent penalty plus the.
Except they might give Joey a couple more minutes. We'll see how this plays out. The referees discussing things at center ice. We await a verdict. And it looks like Shaker's going to get a double minor. Doesn't exactly matter, as there's only a minute 35 left to go in the third period. And Lowell Rich, it seems, is going to serve the penalty as he skates down to join Joey Moore in the penalty box. So Lowell Rich didn't do anything this time, but for the third time, he's in the penalty box. And now it's 5-on-4. Ice hockey, it seems. And Shaker's going to have to kill it off. Bit of a surprise there. But we play on. Shaker going to have to kill the rest of this penalty for the rest of this game. Here it's to Van Riper, looking for a shot, and a good save by Daenerys. Rebound is given up, but Hunter sends it behind the net. Lenahan needs to clear it, and that he does, all the way down the ice. Marking a shot on goal. Olentangy has time for a couple more rushes. If they can, we'll see what happens. Number 63 bumped off the play, leads to a low percentage shot. And off the boards, it's going to be Daenerys, just going to throw the leather down on that one. And we await a face-off. 51.7 seconds exactly left to go in this third period of play. Face-off, won by Olentangy, but immediately it's turned over to Connor Mayhew. He's going to skate it out to the neutral zone and just dump it in to the offensive zone to kill some clock. 40 to go. Can Daenerys hang on to this shutout? It would be a very well-earned shutout if he can. Here it's Van Riper to Garth at the point. To Schlade, point to point. Back to the other point for 63 Garth. Now here's a good chance. Shot made. Great save. It'll just go over the net. 15 seconds left to go. Can Shaker clear it out? Not just yet. It's number 9. Here's a chance for Connor Mayhew to skate it out. That he will. Maybe creating an offensive chance himself. He'll take a shot. It'll head into the corner. Shaker wins this one by a score of 5-0. And Shaker celebrating with Nico Daenerys back in their own zone. He'll earn a well-earned shutout. My goodness, some spectacular saves from number 30, the senior goalie. going to earn this shutout. And I believe that's his first shutout of his varsity career. I do believe. The final stats of the game, he did face 17 shots on goal. There were 30 shot attempts, however, from Olentangy. And Shaker also, they won the face-off count 17-11, and that has proved as definitely a big hitter for this Shaker team. And shout out to Nico Daenerys, the goal scorers for Shaker should also be shouted out as well. Sammy Gerber had 2 to start off his game. The other goal scorers, Quentin Garnett, Ryan Kiltz. And it has just been a phenomenal output for the Raiders. Once again, our goal scorers here today. Gerber with the 2-goal performance. He also got an assist as well. Quentin Garnett, Ryan Kiltz, and Ryan Lenahan, the other 3 goal scorers. What a great show of hockey from the Red Raiders. 5-0 is your score. Shutout earned by Nico Daenerys, the senior, getting his second start of the tournament. Shaker will unfortunately, however, leave BGSU going 1-3 in the tournament. But this will have him leave with a little bit of momentum. So thank you, everyone, for tuning in. Thank you to Colby Mayhew for joining us briefly at the start of our first intermission. That will conclude things here from Bowling Green State University. Your Red Raiders win this one by a score of 5-0. 2 more games will be played here by the other 4 schools of the tournament. But that's it for Shaker coverage. My name's Vaughn Ullum. We'll see you back home on Friday against Holy Name.